There's working to improve, and then there's working to showcase your prowess. Both are eventually needed for the top-tier athlete, but the showcase must come much after. Work hard to build your fortune before cashing out your chips. The showcase period is when you stop improving. There's a time for this, but that time is not 8th grade or earlier. Life is 100 flights of stairs in a building with an elevator that goes extremely slow. Some were born on the 25th floor, but most of us were born on the first. In the quest to reach the top, the trick is to take the stairs, regardless of where you started out, and never enter the comfortable elevator, no matter how you've caught up. Dirk Nowitzki has a workout routine that's impossible to emulate. The fun part is that many incoming rookies attempt to join him when they first join the team. But after a month or two, Dirk is alone once again. You can only pretend to be great for so long. The great ones just do it naturally. Within just a 5-minute stretch of a game, players are more focused and exhausted than in any 1 hour of practice. Herein lies the shortcut to greatness. The greatest become the greatest by not differentiating between practices and games. Players should put as much effort into a simple drill as they put into the last minute of a championship game. Check 1, check 2, what's up, y'all? Hey, you got John Sanders here once again, like always and forever. And we're here to try to get better at basketball, man, like always. Let me think. As this show grows, which I know it will, we're gonna include more people into the fold. But no matter how many people that we get to truly go limitlessly hard. All right, it won't be that many. It just won't be. All right, I don't know. You know what? It's possible that we'll have a lot, but I don't think so. All right, because even at the height of let's say women's soccer, there weren't every girl soccer player or every girl wasn't growing up playing soccer. At the height of the NBA's peak, in the late '90s, every basketball player wasn't playing basketball. Overseas, even when the USA basketball team inspired the world, not every single person took it up. Just a lot of people took it up, right? So no matter how much we inspire the whole state, everyone's not going to go for it, and that's good for you. All right. If you choose to sprint your hardest and the entire world is sprinting their hardest, you're not making it. All right, because you weren't blessed like that. All right, chances are you weren't blessed like that. Chances are you're not the top 0.00001% of human beings on the face of the earth to their full potential. So luckily for you, that many people don't want to do it. And we asked a question last night, and it was awesome actually. It was kind of weird though. All right, because usually when I ask questions who wants to make the NBA, all right, everyone raises their hand. What's up, Connor Rush? Everyone raises their hand, right? Or I'm who wants to be a millionaire? I do. Who wants to help all poor people everywhere? I will. People just lie, all right? Because it doesn't take that much effort to raise your hand, all right? But every so often you'll get an honest kid though. An honest kid will be nah, I don't want to try that hard to make the NBA. And that's cool. I don't mind that. But usually you have kids lying. But for this question, last night, every kid either didn't understand it or they told the truth, man. What's up, Gavin Witt? All right, we asked them the bottomless well full of gold story. All right, we said if you have a well full of gold, but you're not sure how deep it is, and every gold that you took out of the well was gone forever, how much gold would you take out? Would you just take out a little bit and save some, even though you might grow up to realize, oh man, it was bottomless? Or would you just take out as much as you can and then realize, ooh, real soon, I have no more gold and I'm screwed? All right, and the question posed in a real way, if it were gold and we're real life, it's very obvious. You take your time. You don't chance starving. But when the question is posed in terms of basketball, which I did last night, I said if it's basketball and you tried your hardest, and trying your hardest was the only way to make the NBA, but if you try your hardest, you might pan out in 6th grade. You may not feel like playing anymore. You may not even make it to high school. But you may make the NBA. Would you go for it all? Would you reach to the bottom of that well and give all your energy when there's a chance that you might pan out in 6th grade? But the other chance is that you might make the NBA. But the other way is to just slowly go by average. Slowly go and slowly just make sure that you make it to high school. But you have no chance to make it to the NBA. But you'll play past 6th grade. Which one would you choose? And I think every person except maybe one said that they would choose just high school. They don't want to take the chance. And that was crazy to me. But if they all said, yes, I want to take that chance, and I looked at them, I would look at them and I would be like, you're lying, dude. Because I know these kids. We don't have those players yet. We don't. All right? Now, maybe Connor Rush is different. All right? Take as much as I can. So maybe Connor would have answered differently. But Gavin Witt, he didn't answer differently. But maybe he didn't understand. I don't know. I don't know. But I think most of these kids are thinking realistically. And that's okay. To each their own. But with that said, that's better for Connor Rush. All right. What's up, Noah Masseth? Noah was there. Noah didn't say it. Noah didn't say he would go hard. He said he would rather make it to high school than to chance it. Again, maybe they didn't understand it. Let me know now if you didn't understand it. But either way, even if they do switch their answer, it's not that many people. People don't want to chance it. People don't want to like go above their level because they might end up below their level. Like if this is guaranteed, this straight line is guaranteed, and you can make it all the way over here. And if you try to reach this line, you might end up down here. But if you stay on this line, you're staying. You are good, and you're staying straight. But if you try to go up at all, you might end up down. What would you do? Would you try for more? And again, you might end up down. I can't say which one. But if you stay on that line, I can guarantee you that you'll go straight. And you'll just be a varsity player right here. But if you decide to go up, you might hit the NBA. But you might also never make high school. All right, that's the question. And the fact of the matter is, very, very few people will go for it because they don't want to end up regretting wasting their time, like trying their hardest. I could have been playing video games. What did I do? People will look at them like they're stupid because they're like, man, like, why'd you try so hard? You suck, dude. You're not Kobe, right? And or anything. I say don't regret it. You go for your all no matter what. And it's just a sport. If it were life, and it were life or death, like the coins in the actual well, like actual coins, actual money, where you couldn't eat without it, then yeah, don't risk it. But it's just a sport, and for this sport, you just give it all, man, because that's the fun of it. So, anyways, let's start off with our second grade. I believe it's the second grade. Let me check real quick. Second, yes, the second grade challenge of the day is I would go hard. Well, you didn't say that last night, Noah Masseth. You didn't say that. So let's see if you do go hard. Second graders, for today, you guys are supposed to take on day 15 of the homework assignment, which is attempt to spin the ball on your finger for 30, 60, or 90 or more seconds. Reach for the stars. And your movie of the month is The Air Up There. Okay. Again, if you watch the movie or you do the homework, post it online, and that's cool for us. All right. Starting off, we got our elementary school stuff. For tomorrow, we do not have open gym, so don't come to open gym. But if you want to play on your own, this is what we were gonna do. There's a volleyball tournament in the gym, so we do not have the gym tomorrow. So heads up for that. We also don't have it on Sunday for shooting, but we do still have our tournament games. All right. All day Saturday, so heads up for that. All right, it was supposed to be 2-on-2 diamond, and then 1-on-1 weak side pin down, which is a great play to help our games out. But and then 5-on-5 cutthroat after that. But again, no open gym tomorrow. That's just what is set in the book to do. So there's that. All right, a real early trivia question. All right, the trivia question for today is, go ahead and get out your Google machines, man. You ain't guessing this, guys. Ain't no way you're gonna guess this. Let me see. Oh wow, that's hard. All right. No, I'm not gonna do that one. That's way too hard. Okay. All right. Now, basketball equals life. We'll see. We'll see where you at a little bit from now. All right. Now, if you do the NBA draft, they have 2 rounds. They have 2 rounds in the NBA draft. We talked before about the NFL draft. It has 6 rounds in the NFL draft, and that was when Tom Brady got selected, right at the end of the 6th round. I think they had six rounds. But the question is, it wasn't always 2 rounds for the NBA. What is the highest number of rounds there has ever been in an NBA draft? That is the question. What is the highest number of rounds there has ever been for the NBA draft? I'm guessing you guys aren't going to guess that quickly, so go ahead and just take your time with it. Now, let me see. What? That's the answer? I had no idea. That's crazy. All right. So the answer is pretty crazy. First one to put it in the comment section wins. And Connor Rush says 21. Is that the answer? That is the answer. In 1960 and in 1968, the draft consisted of 21 rounds. 8 teams selected 100 players in 1960, and 14 teams selected 214 players in 1968. How is that possible? Wait, okay, so if 8 teams selected 100 players, that would be 10, 12, like 12 or 13 players per team, and then I guess that they cut them afterwards. All right, Noah Massa said 10. That is the wrong answer. The answer is 21 rounds. All right, and then, later on, each team got like 8 players. Oh, my God. That is so many. 21 rounds. Oh, yeah. That's a lot. They don't do that anymore. Now it's only 2 because they kind of refined it all. But I think before they were just like recruiting players. They didn't have enough players. But that's kind of a crazy stat. Yes, 21 rounds. Great job, Connor Rush. And that is your 3rd win. You're still behind Finn Kaufman, who has 8 wins. Man, I don't feel like Finn, he's not even here every day. He just likes to. He just wins these things, man. It's crazy. All right. Anyways, moving on. We got, what do we have next? We have our tournament schedule. All right. Again, if you go to our website, all right, you can just see the tournament schedule on our main page. All right. I'm not gonna just send it out every single time to everyone. I'm not gonna change it online because if you click the calendar, it asks for you to book. I can't change those bookings. So if I added the games, you have to rebook. So we understand that you're coming. So I put all the game schedules on our Twitter page. If you just scroll down, it talks about our 2nd grade challenge that I just mentioned. But right there is the MLK tournament. And if you actually subscribe to actual Twitter, you will get this notification sent directly to you from on your phone immediately. All right, where have you been at practice, Connor or Connette? Oh, he called you the feminine version of your name. That's some trash talk right there, Noah. I like that, man. What's up, Connette? Yo, dog, Connette. I'm gonna start calling Connor that whenever he plays weak. All right. Anyways, so yes, the MLK tournament. It's one day only on Saturday. All right. The elementary team plays at 10 a.m., 11 a.m., and 1 p.m. And then the middle school plays at 9 a.m., 11 a.m., and then 12 p.m. If we happen to need more, because we only have like five elementary players, and one of our players just got his tooth busted up. Noah, I might need you to play for both teams. I don't know, man. They'll let you play. You get to dominate some like 4th and 5th graders. Maybe we might need you, but maybe Isaiah's sister can play. We'll just get the games done somehow. But you'll also be playing against some 7th and 8th graders as well. So maybe you can have the best of both worlds. Play for both. Who cares? For all these tournaments, we kind of run the tournaments, so we get to do whatever we want to do. So might as well have some fun doing it. But go hard, get ready, and I'm going to go over the focuses before the game. So show up 30 minutes before the game starts so we can go over all the focuses. All right, and then I will be filming the games as well tomorrow. All right, and then I will put a video breakdown of those games the following week. Okay, I'll put the games up there for you to look at. The best players always look through their game film. I'm not saying that you're the best player. I'm not saying that you're going to look at the game film, but I'm putting it out there just in case we have that one. In case we have that one special kid who is going to look at the game film and like dissect their game, and it's just special. And it's going to the NBA. If there's that person, well, then we have that person accommodated for, right? And you don't know who that person is going to be, but, we'll find out. But I will also do the breakdown for everyone else. Really bummed I can't go. Oh, Gavin, wait. Well, we will have 11 more tournaments. You can look ahead. Sign up for those right now. All right? Be there, sign up for the tournaments right now. And then revolve your life around those exact days, and then you're good to go. But yes, those are the times that the games are. We'll have more than enough games. It's at Shaw Heights Middle School. There's the address right there. All right? Moving on. We got our middle school stuff just so we can keep up with the trends of just talking about every single thing that we were going to do. We would have been knockout, then 3-on-3 tangent, then 5-on-5 cutthroat after that. All right? And then moving on, we got our story of the day. All right? Watch it. I'm a great believer in luck. And I find the harder I work, the more I have of it. All right, that's Thomas Jefferson. And real quick, he writes with his right hand and his left hand. He's ambidextrous. I looked it up so I could write with the correct hand for that. So I wrote with both. So he starts off right with his left hand in that video, then he switches to his right hand. This is the little subtle things that I take care of, man. I take care of those things. But yes, what he's saying is, what was he saying? I forgot what he was saying now. He says, I'm a great believer in luck, and I find the harder I work at it, the more I have of it. All right. Yes, luck does exist, and if you've worked a ton, your mind is in like a habitual state where like you're gonna automatically be able to do a lot of things without even thinking about it. You're gonna place yourself in the best position to have luck because you've gone over this certain skill over and over and over and over again. So, yes, luck does exist, but it doesn't really exist that much for the kid who does nothing. But for the kid who's just like working, you're going to find that you have more luck. So you're going to need luck at some point in time because all these things that you guys are going for, they're not normal. You're gonna need something to go your way, some ball to bounce your way, some time to be there, right? So one, if you work all the time and you show up all the time, you're gonna have more of those moments that will come your way. And people will say that is luck. People will call it luck, but no, it's just you putting yourself in the right position. All right. No, Gavin, you must go. I wish. My dad scheduled a skiing trip like 2 months ago. Eliminate the dad and then dedicate the game to him. Dang, you guys are hardcore, man. Yeah, he can't. I don't think he can murder his dad, because then like the police might catch up to him. And I don't think Gavin's the type to get away with murder. I don't believe so. He doesn't seem like the type. He seems like the type that would like leave his fingerprints everywhere. So yeah, I don't do it. Don't do it, Gavin. Just prepare for next tournament, man. All right. I'll be way better than you in 9th grade. We'll see it, Noah. Hey, we got this on film, Noah. You just said that. You said that on film. We have it right here in this little caption area right here. Let me see it right there. All right. We said that you're gonna be better than Connor in 9th grade. We're gonna save this. Bookmark this moment. I'm gonna see if Noah Massive is better than Connor by then. We will see. But you can't give up in the meantime, man. I will call you out. I promise you, I will call you out because I've done that before. All right, don't say something. But yes, firm believer in luck, and the more that you work hard at it, do it. But again, rewatch the film, guys, on this story, and like look at the mastery of my left hand, right hand thing. Really, I'm very, very proud of this. I'm a great believer in luck, and I find the harder I work, the more I have of it. So smart. But yes, work hard and you can receive some more luck. Our high school stuff, no, you're like 8, stop. What's up, Finn Kaufman? You missed the trivia question today. Gave Connor Rush an easy out. He might still be 5'2". Hey, I'm pretty sure I can name some 5'2" players that are better than Connor Rush. It's all about how hard you work, man. It does help if you're taller, but it's not everything. All right, that was middle school. Then for high school, you guys are supposed to do the clap game and then one-on-one mid-post, 5-on-5 cutthroat right there. All right, moving on, we got our homework section. Let's check out the homework and see who's been posting the homework. I post the homework. We got Connor Rush posting his 2 things. Still, Connor Rush has not missed. All right, Rohit does throwing up cuss words. All right, he seems to like the whole thing. But where has Rohit been doing his games? How have those been going? Rohit has not checked it out in a long time. I live on Billboard. He's crazy. But yes, Noah Massive with the ball spins. Is anyone getting better at the ball spins? Has anyone been doing this all month? And again, this is more like to check to see if you can improve at something, to prove that you can get better at something. So, but I mean, it must do something for basketball. This isn't like our biggest like skill in basketball, spinning the ball on your finger. But I do love it in terms of you proving to yourself that you can master something in a very short time. All right. And it's how you master. So you're teaching yourself how to learn. All right. And I can name pretty much like every great player can probably spend the ball on their finger. People used to ask me, and I would be like, "Nah." They're like, "You were player of the year." I'm like, "Nah, I can't spend the ball on my finger," and I couldn't. But I learned it when I was like maybe like a junior, or no, maybe when I was like 20 something. I learned to spend the ball on my finger. I just took out like maybe a couple weeks, and I just started doing. I'm still not amazing at it, but I said I might as well learn how to do it, because it's like one of those basketball things. It's just an extra thing for basketball. So make sure that you guys are doing the homework. Make sure that you guys are posting it. And if you want to post more, that means that you want to post all the drills that we do that day that you can find in your Limitless Hoops book. All right, you posted more. Refresh it. You posted more like right now. Oh, it's probably like right below that. Yeah, trust me. I see them all. Even if it's not on the show, if more than 10 people or more than 10 posts happen before after yours and before the show starts, it won't show all of them. But I definitely saw all of yours, Noah Mass. That's great job. All right, moving on, we got let's go with our picture of the day. All right, our picture of the day is this. All right, Cam Reddish just got traded to the Knicks. So now he's with his friend from college. What's his first name? RJ Barrett, right? And that's kind of neat. But this question is the question that got me. All right, does Cam Reddish's trade to New York help or hurt his fantasy value? Now, I've never done fantasy sports, but I do like the concept in terms of a business. That's really cool. They tricked everybody into following every team. People used to just like their own team, but when they did fantasy, they drafted teams, whatever, and then they start following multiple teams. And football's like amazing at it. So these people have to watch like 20 freaking games in one day. It was genius. But my question to you is this. If you had a fantasy value, would you draft yourself? If the fantasy was to get your fantasy and make the NBA, or to make D1, or to just work your hardest all the time, would you draft yourself? Or would you be like, nah, chances are I'm going to quit? All right? And if other people drafted you, would that be a good pick for them? Would you tell people to pick you in fantasy sports? Now, I'm one of like, in terms of like basketball practice, oh man, even like when I was a pro, I'm one of the best fantasy players in the whole world because I can get every stat. And that's kind of interesting, right? I can get like points, rebounds, assists. And like for college, they would count like loose balls. They would count all these stats and they would give us points. And it was funny. Our coach one day like added them all up, had like a formula and stuff. And he said, whoever finishes in the top 5 of this is hustle, is going to start. And then when the season started. So I was the leader by a lot because, guards can only do guard stuff. Bigs can only do big stuff. I can do everything. So I was a leader. Then our best player was like second place. I was not the best player, but he was the best player. He got second place. Then this third backup point guard, he got third place because he was trying hard in practice. And I remember coach didn't start him. And I was like, dude, that sucks. So yeah, your fantasy stats may not equal your actual like game impact, but it is something. So again, what are your fantasy stats? Let's see. Noah Masseth, never too young to travel talk. What are you talking about? Travel talk? What? Trash talk. Trash talk. I believe in me. You believe in you? All right then. Well, if you believe in yourself, man, prove it. And I think we have the best measuring stick that there is. We don't keep track of points online for our team. We only keep track of how often that you show up. Now, it would be better if we also kept track of like how hard that you tried while you were there. But that's a hard one to track. So basically, I will just scream at you if you don't try your hardest while you're there. And I will make sure that you get pushed while you're there. But if your points and attendance are matching up, then yeah, you're the man. And I would say, especially for like someone like Noah, man, to keep up with Connor Rush, that's a good thing. So if your favorite page on our website is the rosters page right here, and you go to the top of the rosters page and you see that Noah Masseth is beating Gavin Witt, who's beating Connor Rush, that's a great sign right there. Noah 14, Gavin Witt 13, Connor with 13. You guys are keeping up with Derek right behind you. All right, trying to keep up to this top level puts you far beyond these guys. All right, and if you look at the history of our program, you're going to see some players who have done some amazing things. Now, they're not all NBA guys, but compared to where they were when they started off to where they were when they finished, these are huge, huge, huge things. All right, so show up. These are your fantasy stats. Later on, we're going to get our stock market going once we get 50 players. Right now, we have 20. How many do we have? About 20, 23. All right, and that's not good enough for right now. We need 50. We need at least 50 players to make the stock market thing work. But then you can put money on certain players. Gonna have to do 2-a-days next week to get ahead. I like it, Gavin Witt. Let's knock it out. All right, let's finish up with the quote of the day. The quote of the day is, "Hope is the dream of a waking man." Now, every year, whenever this quote comes up, I've been doing this book stuff for like 3 years. Even before we had the book out, I used this daily format for the workout. So I've been doing this for a while, 3 or 4 years. But whenever this one comes up, it's always the most confusing quote that there is. And I always have to think about it in depth. It's probably because it comes from freaking Aristotle, one of the smartest men to ever walk the face of the earth. All right, but yes, hope is the dream of a waking man. Now, when you're asleep and you have dreams, this is like, I want to make the NBA, right? But there's a big difference between dreaming and doing. And when you're sleeping, you don't have a chance to really reach your dreams. Unless you sleep like I do and I constantly just think about my day. I think about every single thing I'm going to do. My mind never stops. It's crazy. I organize in my head all day long. Okay, but chances are you're just dreaming and you're just content and you're just chilling. Now, when you're awake though, the dreams that you have when you're awake, that's called hope. And the big difference between dreaming and hoping is that while you're hoping, you can do something. You're able to do 2 things at once. When you're dreaming, all you can do is snore at the same time. Again, unless you're thinking like I do, then I'm a weirdo. All right? But, so hope is the dream of a waking man. All right? And in terms of just waking in general, it's enlightenment. All right? Waking would be like, oh my God, now I see it. All right? And for you guys, that enlightenment, it needs to take place as early as possible. And the enlightenment means when do you wake up to notice your potential? To notice that the biggest thing in life that matters is to chase your dreams. All right? Most adults don't realize this. All right? Most adults are maybe 50 or 60 years old when they finally quit their job and they're like, what was I doing all my life? I had to go after my dreams. I have to go after my passions. Yeah, that's an Italian person. I have no accents. It's weird. All right? But yes, and if you can figure that stuff out when you're a kid, you're well above the curve. So hope is the dream of a waking man. Make sure that you have that hope in your heart and you keep going forward no matter what, especially when you're awake and you're allowed to put in the work to go along with the hope. Got that? All right. That's the quote of the day for Saturday. I might ask you guys for the game. Maybe make you guys do some push-ups then. Make sure you guys show up at least 30 minutes before the game. Okay, don't forget the game times. Show up at least 30 minutes before, not 29. You can't play the first half if you show up late. So show up 35, 40 minutes before. Maybe you're going to get lost. Show up 45 minutes before. Think about it. Already be dressed. Already have your shoes ready. Already be ready to go. All right, and let's take care of business. See if we can get some wins. This will be our first tournament. We don't have all our plays down pat, but you can watch our plays online. If you again go to our website, you can click on Elite Team, and the plays are right here. Our playbook. All right. Another link for it is on our main page right here. If you just scroll down to the team playbook right there, and then it shows up, and then you click any one of these plays, and it'll animate it for you. like side, boom, you just come up, dribble them out, back door for a dunk. All right, you guys, that's my time. That's my time. Cue my music, and I'll see y'all tonight if you come to the workout. Peace, everybody.